And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Generation Shock. You know, I'm your boy, the Monster, on the mic. Sheck Monster. I got my favorite lime here with me today, my boy Messiah. Look at him with that lime green shirt on and shit.
Bro, that's representing the Xbox, bro.
Okay, well, it's funny you say that because today we're going to be jumping into E3 and we're going to do a little E3 in review. Let's kick it.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right. So I do apologize. I did change up the dynamic of the room a little bit, so I know the light might not shine on my beautiful face like you guys are normally
bright like
used to seeing it. But we'll work that out as we go. You got to try things up, got to change it up. Besides, you got to have this beautiful thing, in the background.
What is you talking about, the door?
Yeah,
that ain't the giant sign.
Yeah, the Giants, baby. High hopes. Better than what I'm hearing about Cam. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump right in. We're going to talk about E3 today, right? A lot of big announcements came out, a lot of cool stuff, and we're, obviously this show here was founded in gaming. I think the first show ever was about gaming, wasn't it?
It was actually. It was about retro gaming.
Retro.
Growing up type of gaming.
And you know what? It's funny because there was quite a few games that were announced at E3 that are retro games, right?
I knew you was going to say that. Some, yeah.
No,
not retro game, but they were remakes.
Remakes or remastered. There was a couple that were just remastered. There's some that follow. Yeah, they might be a new game, but they follow that classic line. Like, just to throw one out there, because I don't think we're not really. I don't think jumping into it like on your list.
Yeah,
of games,
of course.
Metroid, right?
Yeah,
Metroid.
bro,
I agree, but it's a classic game, retro game. But yes, it's a new game. But that still has that retro gameplay to it and everything. Looks actually really, really good.
It brings back to like the classic style of Metroid.
Yeah.
But up to date, cooler looking, right?
Yeah, new Audi, new Uni and stuff I heard, and
new enemy.
Yeah, so but still some good stuff involved in that. So
that looked good though.
But
really
you're obviously the E3 nut. Like I watched it because I just said I'd watch it. I had nothing better to do today, so I watched some of it. So I'm not completely blind in it. But tell for number one, just in case, and I know people aren't going to be watching this if they don't know about it, right? But tell the people out there watching, because I think we have one viewer.
That's me. I'm on my phone.
Okay. What is E3? I know it sounds silly, but start at the basics. Tell the audience what is E3 for those who may be more like me and less like you.
I believe it's Electronic Entertainment Expo, so the three E's, right? So basically, it's a big gaming event. This is when all the gamers, all the companies, does their showcase. They talk about what's coming for the year and what's going to be released the year after. Usually, big gaming consoles get announced during that time, different PlayStations and all that. It used to be, it was on my bucket list to do. Like, I wanted to go. It used to be in Vegas and sometimes in LA. And since it started, I was like, I've always been a gaming nut, bro. Gaming was my shit. Like you said, like you mentioned earlier, this whole thing started because it was supposed to be just about gaming and all that, and then it just evolved into other type of topics, and I enjoy talking about everything. But the very first episode that Goldo and I did was about gaming. But so back to E3. E3 is this a gaming expo.
So
companies go out and show off their shit,
which is really cool. Completely awesome. Let me ask you two things though. Question number one: why don't we just try to get some credentials next year? Gen Shock credentials, and let's go. Let's be a part of it.
That'd be awesome, bro.
And we can review it
live over there.
Dude, I got my soundboard. We can bring that shit over there. We can do a live broadcast.
Bro, that's a great idea. If we could go in. Because now they're open. Now, I think before COVID, they were opening to public. Before, it was only open to people in the industry.
But that's what I'm saying. We could be. We just got to send it off early. We can try to get a press
you're getting
pass.
me excited here, bro. Look at this.
We could be a press pass. And, dude, I have a mobile unit. Like, all we need is the laptop to be able to plug this thing into, which we'll be able to have by then. You know what I'm saying? And we can do everything I'm doing now, we can do live. We'll just need a couple mics to be able to travel with, which the company that I get the soundboard for has a couple great options. They even actually have the wireless ones, which would be even better. All we need is some headphones. It's a wireless clip. Plugs into the machine, dude. It's freaking dope.
We could do that one. We could also do the one in Germany, GameCon. I think it's called GameCon.
Listen, you want to go to Germany? I'm fucking down. Let's go, like,
bro. That one over there is supposed to be bigger.
Okay, let's
go.
The one
over there is supposed to be bigger than the one in E3.
So my other question then, because a lot of people wanted. I told a couple people that we were talking about E3 today, so they wanted me to make sure to ask you this. Okay. Let's start off before we talk about any other company. Let's talk about Sony, right? Let's talk about PlayStation. I want to hear all the hot news and all the cool stuff they put out that they're coming up with from E3.
PlayStation didn't do any announcements. They decided to skip this year. But Take-Two Interactive was, they make games for PlayStation. They made some. They had a showcase, but PlayStation decided to just be like, but you know what?
That's funny.
I wore green Xbox for a reason because I'm an Xbox person. Nintendo and Xbox is my go-to. I've never been a fan of PlayStation.
I love PlayStation for single-player games. My Batmans, my Spider-Mans, my Assassin's Creed, or even like Assassin's Creeds, they're always on that.
See, PlayStation for me was good for the games. For example, the I forgot what the fuck it was called. Anyways, for God of War, Metal Gear Solid,
single player games.
Metal Gear Solid when it came out was only
single
PlayStation.
Player games are the best there.
Yeah, so but that's the reason. Actually, I got a PlayStation 3 because of God of War 3. That's the whole reason.
Yeah.
So, and I got it, and then my brother also only had a PlayStation, so we would play Call of Duty on PlayStation. And at that time, a PlayStation 3 came out in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, I believe it was. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Modern Warfare, nobody had a headset on. With Xbox, at least, I've been doing Xbox for much longer. Where Xbox at least gave you a chat headset. PlayStation, you had to buy your own. I'm like, you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I put on mute because I'm hitting keys and I didn't want to make a lot of noise.
Okay.
Good thing you called it out, though.
But PlayStation,
but that's the thing. PlayStation's always been more geared to
it wasn't online.
Individual.
It wasn't geared big. Exactly. It wasn't
because a lot of games were single player then. That's the way it was. Xbox definitely has the better community, but I still like the PlayStation better. For individual games, if I have to play a game by myself, I'd rather play on PlayStation all day. If I had to play with people, I'll do Xbox.
Most now, I think PlayStation now is mostly played by people that play Call of Duty and all that shit, but mostly fighting games. And like supposedly Gran Turismo is one of the best simulators out there. But I've never played Gran Turismo.
No, you play Horizon instead.
Yeah, but that's on Xbox.
That's my point. Yeah, you go that way.
Or Project Gotham Racing, or anything that had to do with Xbox. So that's what I did. I never been, like I said, I never was a huge fan. I love video games, and I did at one point own a PlayStation, but I wasn't into it like that.
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, Xbox for sure has the better online gaming world. So let's jump in and talk a little bit about what Xbox brought to us and what they announced. I'll start
before we get into that.
Go ahead.
Did you watch? I know you didn't get into too much into it, but did you at least get to watch the Microsoft and Bethesda? I know it was an hour and 25 minutes.
I watched it. I watched most of the only one I didn't do is the Ubisoft.
Okay.
I did the Nintendo and I did the Xbox.
Okay, cool.
So
that's awesome.
I couldn't find the link I was looking for Ubisoft. So that's what I was going to bring up. So the very first thing I noticed, and then we'll get into the games. Xbox was very particular in what they really were trying to advertise.
Okay.
And people not paying attention didn't realize it.
What was it?
This show that they put on was not an advertisement for video games.
Nope.
It was an advertisement for one thing and one thing only. Game Pass.
Yeah.
That's the only reason
they do
showed
that
up.
ever since Game Pass came out. That's all they've been talking about is exclusively on Xbox. Get it. I mean, on Game Pass. Get it day one on Game Pass. That's ever since that came out.
I believe if they say that, that means it's free.
Of course. Well, technically, you're paying $15 if you're doing the Ultimate package.
That's fine.
The Ultimate package is $15 a month, which includes also Windows games.
Yes, but my point is, we're assuming that's my point. You're advertising to get them to sign up for Game Pass because you're giving them. They showed 30 titles, 27 of them were Game Pass titles.
And I'm excited about that.
Listen, I'm not a gamer. I don't game like Lewis. But watching that, I will say this. This is why I stayed away from this shit for a long time. I'm not a gamer, but I love video games. I like to play them. They're fun. Yeah. Sometimes they can get me out. But the problem is I sometimes get bored or I don't find a game I like. Whatever it is. I got sucked back into Apex, so now I'm playing that shit all the time. But I used to play Halo multiplayer, Halo 3 multiplayer all the time. I was overly obsessed with it, right? And then we start to see now that all these games are coming out. They're all going to be day ones. It's like, well, what the hell? Why not just buy Game Pass? That way I can download games if I don't like them. I got an extra hard drive hooked up to it. If I don't like it, screw it. No big deal. But I'll still spend less to play all the games than I would to play one of the games, probably. You know what I mean?
Especially cutting deals with EA access, right? With EA cutting deals with Bethesda, it's a wrap. So the rumor has it that they're possibly they're gonna do Nintendo and Nintendo might have a Game Pass.
That'd be dope if I was in Nintendo. I love their games. They have the best games out of everybody, but their consoles and stuff, I don't know. I just don't go buy, I'm not going to play a Switch enough to buy one. You know what I mean? And we have one upstairs. So if I really need to go borrow it, I can go borrow it, I guess. But it's just one of those weird things.
Okay. So besides the Game Pass, what got you excited about, the Microsoft and Bethesda?
So I'm going to go with showcase. I'm going to talk about a couple of games that I saw that stood out to me that I don't think were not games on your list. So I'll give you my two that I saw that were not on your list. I know that for a fact. Okay. So hold on. I'll show you the first one. Ready? I'm going to play the trailer for the first one. You're watching on your phone, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Constellation Starship Frontier. We have you on scanners. Performing remote systems check. Helium-3 tanks checked. Seals are intact. We are still go.
They say, the wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
We reach your Constellation.
This is all we've been working towards.
Jemison route looks good.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure. Graviton loop array full check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
All right. So what do you think about that? I saw that game Starfield, and I was
they opened up with that.
Dude, that game looked dope as hell. You know what it reminds me of? And I think it might have only been a PlayStation game, so you may never have played it. You ever played Dead Space? I could be wrong. It might not be.
Game. It's actually on Game Pass.
Okay. All the Dead Spaces, it kind of gave me that vibe. And I used to love those Dead Space games, right? Because you're in outer space, you're playing like that, right? Yeah. But it seems like it's going to be like almost an open world platform.
Like No Man's Sky?
Well, like the creator, Skyrim was kind of open world-ish, right?
Yep.
And so was Fallout.
Yeah.
Right? Like those are both kind of open world-ish games, and being those creators, but now we're going to space. I was like, damn, this game looks dope. I would try this out.
I was like, oh, this might look good. This might look very interesting. Here's another thing I liked about that. I don't know if that clip showed it, but you seen the ending poster? It looked like a poster.
Yeah.
It made it feel like a Star Wars poster.
They said Star Wars they mentioned Star Wars in it, if I remember correctly.
So to me, I was like, I haven't seen art, like game cover art like that in a while. So that caught my attention also. I'm like, okay, this is serious. And now back in the days, box art on games were beautiful. There was a lot of companies that did a lot of, like, there was a lot of thought into it. There was a lot of creativity into it. Now box art is not the same anymore. It's like it doesn't look good. I actually love that one. That one, I was like, that when I seen that one, it brought me, I'm like, wow, this looks like Star Wars. This looks like back in the days, like 80 poster, movie poster, gaming art, and all that. Now the game, it looks like it's gonna be open world. Do you think it's gonna be like open galaxy, or just that planet, or planet? What's it called?
It's gotta be more than a planet. It's Interstellar.
I think it's called.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think so?
I don't know how it's gonna. You got to be. Listen, if this game is confined to the one planet, then I'm highly disappointed already. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's got to be tied to multiple planets, almost like Destiny. You know what I mean? Like Destiny was, or Destiny 2 maybe was tied to multiple planets, and you kind of were able to go to world, right? I think it'll be similar to that, but I think there's going to be more, it's going to be like Dead Space. I feel like that there will be action in space, right? Like you're not, like before in Destiny, I'm just going from a planet to a planet and I'm traveling, but I'm not doing anything in the middle, right? I think there's going to be stuff you're doing in space besides possibly
you think there's gonna be like that'll be cool, like there'll be some fights like in space?
Yeah, there's gotta be something,
because do you think it's gonna be open world, or it's gonna be more story based like Skyrim?
I think it's
because it is the same creators.
Well, that's what I say. I think it's story based open world, right? Like if I remember the one of the older Skyrims or something, and Fallout's the same way. I'm almost positive they're story based, but they're an open platform. You can go you can go different areas that you want, but there's a storyline you're supposed to be following.
I believe the Elder Scroll team, the whole company, the only one that you can do open world is the online one. Because I know when I play Skyrim, I never ran into anybody. I'm not even talking about running into people, but it's still an open world game for like Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man is open world, right? You can go anywhere in the city you want to go. You're not, and it's still a singular player game, but you're not crunched into saying this is your exact steps you're taking. Yeah.
That's what I meant by open world. I think it'll be like that, right? You're going to be able to go where you want, like a Spider-Man game, and make choices of things, but it's not necessarily like multiplayer. But
it did look interesting though.
Yeah, it looked.
They opened up with that too, which I thought was pretty interesting, and it even give you the date. 11/11/22.
22. Bro. Yep.
Well, remember, 11 and 11 equals 22.
Yeah.
So
it's good, dude. I thought that was going to be a good game. Want me to show you the other one?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Look at me. Look at this place. This place is definitely not what it used to be. It's like a snake, shedding its skin over and over again. You have to learn it all over again. Feel it. Tame it. I feel you getting closer to the heart of evil. Soon you may reach a point of no return. Time. What is time, Igor? You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum. We can be together, Igor, but you have to learn the truth if you truly want to find me. Now you must do whatever is necessary.
After that, it won't matter anymore. Change the past, Igor. See where it leads you.
All right, so I might have picked the wrong trailer. I'm not sure now, but it's that one about it's called, I think it's Stalkers Chernobyl.
Stalkers 2, yeah.
Stalkers 2. That's
yeah,
the one I
which
meant
is
to put.
it has to do with Chernobyl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That's the wrong trailer because I was like, that's July 2021. I'm like, what? I didn't see this.
No.
You're talking about Stalkers 2.
Yes.
That's also gonna be a Game Pass game.
Correct. But
that game looks interesting.
That game looked. I like the storyline. It'd be about Chernobyl. The whole the look of it, the feel, like it just looked like a pretty dope game. But leave it to me, the guy that to download the wrong.
I was like, I don't remember seeing this.
I'm watching. I'm like, vaguely seems. No, this isn't it. What the hell? I don't remember seeing this in E3.
But it's a good trailer though.
Yeah. A great trailer. I hope you guys want to play that game.
But you're talking about Stalkers 2, and that looked good.
Yes,
that
really looked like a really good game. I thought that stood out to me too.
Chernobyl. When he's shooting that creature and he comes out of nowhere, he has like a beard on the bottom made of tentacles and shit. I thought I was like,
talk about beards. I don't have a trailer for it, but just to bring it up real quick, because it was mentioned. How about Guardians of the Galaxy?
What about it?
They got a game coming out.
No way.
Rocket.
I didn't see that.
Rocket has a goatee. First
no
of all,
way.
Yes, he has a goatee.
Who's making
Star-Lord doesn't even look like Star-Lord. Like he's like his hair's all poofed up and like real skinny face. Like doesn't even look like Chris Pratt. Like ridiculous looking. But I guess you're supposed to only play as the Star-Lord. But the team from Guardians of the Galaxy, you can like switch off and use them to help out and during the mission.
Is it an actual game or a Lego game?
No, it's a real fucking game, bro. How do you not know about that?
I didn't see that.
E3 guy over here.
Who made it? No, but who made it? Because I didn't watch all E3. I watched Ubisoft. I didn't watch the Gearbox one. That's the one I didn't watch.
I watched. It was on Microsoft.
Okay. Well, I must have got up to go to the bathroom on that one. That was pretty interesting. The one I was really, 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 really excited about was Battlefield. Oh, and Sea of Thieves.
Hold on.
Sea of Thieves.
Let's get into Battlefield. Let's go ahead.
Let's do the Battlefield.
I'm going to play the shitty trailer. Let's go ahead.
It's not a shitty trailer, and then you're going to tell me why it's a shitty trailer after that.
Okay.
Look at me.
Wait a minute. Technical difficulties. I still had the wrong trailer up. Hold on. I don't even want to play it. That's how
Blame the producer. Blame the producer.
Incoming fire! Attention all squads. The Russian troops are falling back. Do whatever you can to secure the sectors. We push them back, but not far enough. Do not let them regroup.
God, thank you. That's over.
Tell me that after watching that doesn't make you hype. That shit's hype for me, bro.
Hell no, it doesn't.
You want to know why? I watched that trailer 6 times.
Do you know why?
And every time I get still hyped. Why?
Do you know why? I'll give you 3 reasons. Okay. And not in any particular order. Right?
Okay.
Number 1, there's way too much going on in that game. Like, it's just too much.
Is that why you hate it? Is that why you hate it?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Way too much going on in that game. All right. Like, there's just the helicopters, like, dude, just pick a fucking theme and stick with it. Way too much going on. Parasailing down shit or whatever. All right. Number 2, ain't nobody in there gonna revive me. Like, I'm dead, and what am I gonna do? Watch everybody else fucking go to town? Like, I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I played Battlefield.
I was gonna say, when was the last time you played Battlefield?
It's been a long time. I don't know. But still, it's just like, I mean, I can't look for every single person on the earth to fucking not kill me. Dude, I'm going to be dying left and right. It's ridiculous.
But that's the thing about the game, bro.
Let me finish. Number 3, and probably the most important reason. Do you know why this is the wackest game in E3? This is the worst announcement in the history of announcements.
Why?
Number 1, there is no no campaign this year.
Nope.
This is a strictly multiplayer game. You can only play it online multiplayer. And it's the only one of 3 games that is not on Game Pass. You must pay $70 to play this whack ass shit. Bro. Fuck that. Fuck off. Fuck out of here. Because I ain't buying Battlefield.
I think it's gonna cost me $100 because I'm getting the one with the game with the
whack as fuck
expansion pack.
It's not.
But anyways. Here's bro. This is my thing though. I've been waiting for Battlefield to like do something like this since Battlefield 4, basically. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you my experience.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you how my Battlefield changed my life.
Okay.
I'll tell you how it changed.
Let me hear this.
I used to be a huge Call of Duty fan. Call of Duty
I
1,
thought you were to say 2, nerd, but I'm like, you still are. But.
Call of Duty fan. I used to like dive into the game, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 used to
I used to play a big. I used
to allow you to replay the battles after you're done. You can go back and I used to record the battles, and I used to study them like crazy and learn the maps and all that shit. So then somebody at work, while I was in the gaming department, somebody at work was talking to me about Battlefield, and I'm like, I heard about it. I don't think it's this and that. And then he's like, no, but just try it out, this and that. I waited till it was like cheap, and then I ended up buying it. Let me tell you what happened when I first installed this game into my Xbox. I installed it. I got online. Like you, I was like, man, this is overwhelming. There's a lot of shit happening. Got it. I didn't know which one to play, right? So I ended up playing Conquest, right? That map form that you think you're watching it, I believe is some form of Conquest, which means bigger maps, bigger vehicles and all that, more vehicles and all that. Mind you, this one also, but let me get to my story. Let me finish my story.
Yeah, you get sidetracked quick.
Yeah. So I got in. I started playing. I looked. The first thing that I'm doing, I'm running. My squad is running. I'm running because I'm following the group. I look up and I see a helicopter and airplanes take off, and I see gamer tags on them, and I'm watching them battle. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. It actually has vehicles that you can do all this shit. I'm like, cool, and all that. Then I'm actually running, right? And then all of a sudden, I see people running backwards towards me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I see a helicopter with the red name gamer tag on the top of it. I assume it was the enemy because everybody was running the opposite way. So they were hiding. So now this guy's trying to shoot me. And I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. So I'm running. Mind you, I have headsets on. So everything is happening and I'm running. So I run into a building. Mind you, look at this. I run into a building. And I run into the building. Let me show you my experience of how Battlefield changed my life. Goodness. So I ran into the building. Once in the building, I'm thinking I'm going to go to the top. I see a little... a rocket launcher. I tried picking it up. I guess I couldn't pick it up, right? So it was actually a motor. So right, I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't hit the helicopter. So the helicopter comes back around, looks for me, and I jump into a hole in the building, right? And I jump in. I guess the helicopter was communicating with somebody on the ground because I hear this tank full pull in front of the building. I'm like, is that a tank? So when I go look through the window of the abandoned building, and I'm like, all I see is the cannon go towards the building. I'm like, holy shit, there's a hole in the back of the building. I'm running to the back of the hole. I hear an explosion. The game slows down for me. in my ear in the past in the headset, I hear that like it's real. It felt real. Mind you, I've never been to war, so I don't know what war feels like, but I've seen a lot of war movies, right? And I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Everything slows down for you. Your vision gets blurry, and you feel like you're going slow. I get out of the building, exit the building, make a right. There's a guy waiting for me and kills me. That right there, I was like, holy shit, this game is badass. And that changed my life. Ever since that, I play Battlefield, never play Call of Duty again. Because it's a team game. There's tanks, there's helicopters, there's boats, there's all that. Then I learned to fly helicopters in the game. Badass. Shout out to Exploding Taco. Me and him, when we partner up together, we're beast.
Yeah. The only thing I want to explode when I play that game is my mind. We're gonna move on because I don't even. That game is so whack. We don't
one last thing about that game.
Oh my god! Hurry up, because I got something for you.
This new one is 128 players. In a
128
single map.
more reasons I want to kill myself. All right, here we go. I pulled up the Guardians trailer for you. Got to check this out.
I am so proud of you. Do you know what a birthright is, Peter? Something that's a part of you. Like your name.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork.
So we got fined. We appear to be 6,963 units short. I know, we clearly need a plan.
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
We got this! Drax, throw him! No!
You want monster? I'll show you monster!
No! We disrobe!
Keep your pants on.
Although it could be used as a distraction. Smash him up, Drax! Meet your maker! We're all professionals here, right? Maybe we can work something out. Peter!
You had one job, Quill.
I did exactly what? Gamora, no killing teammates!
That's who!
It's literally in your contract! I made no such commitments!
In less than 3 cycles, all would be lost. The galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
We can do this together!
Fucking great, Quill!
Star-Lord, right?
It's Star-Lord. Oh, crap!
I just wanted to play you that because I thought it looked good.
That actually does look good.
Yeah, right?
And I can see why it doesn't look like Chris Pratt, whatever his name. Chris Pratt, I think it's.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like him because they didn't want to pay out the rights to him. They made the characters. Bautista and all that shit. The raccoon you can keep the same.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and you're not wrong, but I would have assumed though that if it's a Disney game, like Marvel and Disney own the rights to his profile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's hard to believe that he has any say.
They
in that.
do, but they probably pay additional to have his like.
That was
probably.
a hell of a contract done by his agent. You know what I'm saying? Like because a lot of times those types
it's
of
not even their voice, right?
I don't know.
I know it's probably Rocket's voice, but who was Rocket's voice in the actual
Bradley Cooper? So it might not.
Okay,
be.
so it
but
was.
You saw the goatee. You saw the goatee. So
Yeah.
it feels like it's almost like once Groot grew up Like, so this is down the line. Like Gamora from the other universe, her hair's cut to be different. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's what my feel is, right? Groot is older. He's finally grown back up to his big form again. Rocket is older, so he has the goatee rocking.
Yeah.
It doesn't it give you that feel of like a...
It looks like it has the comedy in it also.
Well, I was saying, this is the Guardians that you're going to see in like 5 years, right? Like or the next movie, maybe even. Who knows? I mean, but I thought that was cool. I wanted you to see the trailer because it was good. All right,
it's actually good. I didn't see that Square Enix presentation. I got to go back and look at those because there's a few that I didn't watch.
Yeah, so I don't know how I saw it, but I saw it and it was really.
I fell asleep during the Capcom one because it was horrible. Capcom showcase was horrible.
So let's break back into some games that are good though. So we're gonna go from the worst example of an online multiplayer game that you seem to enjoy to probably the best example. The best example of how to do an online multiplayer game and do it for the people, by the people. Here we go.
Mjolnir exosuit is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing until you step inside.
So I got to tell you, man, sometimes these trailers don't do the game justice. Watching this shit on E3, way better than that trailer, first of all.
Yeah.
So number one, they give you a campaign mode, right?
Yeah.
Which every game should. Right?
Yes.
Number one. Okay.
Yes.
Which is already better than Battlefield, right? Number two, free multiplayer.
Yeah.
Free multiplayer.
And you know, multiplayer for Halo is ridiculous.
So here's my point of why Halo is better than Battlefield. Okay. So you had just mentioned how you feel, right? I told you I grew up a PlayStation Nintendo guy, right? PlayStation 2, right? I PlayStation 3. I was into the PlayStation realm. There's only one reason and one reason only I ever bought an Xbox. Now, the first game I ever played on Xbox was Halo, but I never bought one. The first time I actually got an Xbox to play it because I wanted to enjoy the console because of the game that was out and available for me to play was Halo 3. That multiplayer. That was the next best thing to the original OG best multiplayer game in history, which is what?
The what?
What is the best OG multiplayer game in history? What is we talk about Halo, right? Halo 3. It was one of the OG shooters, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Are you talking about 007?
Yes. Thank you for saying that. Because I was ready to test. I was ready to question your video game fanhood. Honest to God.
Bro, hell dude, no. 007 is multiplayer. Yeah.
Dude, I was literally this close to being like, I'm calling you out in national world, everybody to see. I want everybody to know that you fake. You just said 007. I know you a gamer. I don't even game. And we all know, dude, the golden 007, that was the greatest shit ever. That started, I feel like, the fad that blew us up into these multiplayer games.
Yep.
And that was just closed off between 4 people next to you.
In one room, yep.
In one room. Where you could, that's how
That's where why you watching my screen? Why you watching my screen?
Dude, that started off everybody's insane cry. I feel like that was the game that molded everything that we have today in these third-party shooters. So there's a couple other games we want to get to, and I know we're starting to run. We're not too late yet, but do you have anything else? Like Halo speaks for itself.
No, Halo is like, this is going to be open world. This is going to be there's going to be a campaign into this, and then the multiplayer. I love the trailer. That's just the trailer. But if you watch E3, they show you the kill streak, double kill, all that shit. Brought back so many memories.
Dude, first of all, they have a grapple now that you can raffle shit from people. You saw the big old hammer that brought back memories. Yeah, and fucking just slamming people. Dude, I can remember you got that hammer. You're like, oh, you're the shit now. Yeah, the hammer wasn't always easy to find.
There was a move there that I thought was I was like, oh shit, never thought about that. When he throws the grenade. And it shoots out the sword, the plasma blade. Yes. And you grab it.
Oh, yes, dude.
He grabbed it. I was like, that's a badass move. I've never did that.
Shit I don't even know if you could do before. That's how crazy it is. Like there was literally, dude, some of those moves were just like,
how about
when
that in the game, because there was so much shit on Halo, bro. That multiplayer was so much fun, bro. That when you get a group going, bro. Speaking of that, I used to do gaming tournaments with Halo. And there's some people out there that can play this shit out of this game.
Dude, tell me it was not one of the best original OG multiplayers.
It was.
Dude, because it went from when it started, this is the thing. You went from the first 4 in GoldenEye that you're all in the same room.
Yeah.
The next step was you expanded to 8, right? Mm-hmm. And it was a 4-on-4 in Halo, but nobody was in the same room. And then from there, we have these now like fucking free-for-all death battles in fucking shit. Like 128
and the thing that people love about Halo also is creating your own maps now.
Yeah.
People love doing that in Halo.
Yeah, I never got into that part, but
no, I didn't either. But a lot of people enjoy that, and I think they're bringing that back with the multiplayer and all that. But tell me, it didn't bring back memory. Who's like double kill?
Oh yeah, when I heard that shit, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
the kill streaks. Oh yeah. So good. All right, so let's talk about another game. I'm going to throw it up here.
Go ahead.
fuerzas ultrapenetrantes. Estamos cansados de los farsantes, de los...
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe, Diego. Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now, I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong. They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people and you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. Do you understand now? Prove it.
Watch more from Far Cry 6.
So let me say this first.
Yeah.
There had to be a couple scenes where that was not CGI. Like, dude, some of those scenes, I forget the guy's name's actor, but he was in Breaking Bad. He's in a lot of other shit, right? Dude, there's no way that was all video game production shit. Like, some of those scenes, that had to be him.
Cutscenes?
No, dude, yeah, some of those cutscenes was him.
Bro,
like,
that's all video game.
No, it wasn't. There's no way. Some of those scenes, like, that was real, dude. That wasn't.
No, bro. Those scenes, they were all gaming has gone that far, bro.
No way.
Now it might be PC. It doesn't mean it has to be console. I don't remember.
I don't care what it was. It's just ridiculous,
bro. Like, I think if you watched it, that's just the game trailer. And that was the first time they announced Far Cry, right? Far Cry 6. In the actual E3, they showed some gameplay and some story. It gave you more ideas.
Dude, that's the one thing about these trailers I'm noticing. They're not as good as the shit I saw in E3, which brought me, like, if I just saw that trailer, I wouldn't be into that game. But watching, they have different storylines they present in E3 that get you sucked in. Like, his whole storyline I never even saw that trailer. Like that, I don't know where that trailer came from, and it could just be me picking the wrong trailers when you're. But whatever it is, I'm not seeing the same shit I saw in E3. E3 like drew me in to say, all right, cool, this is a game.
Didn't it seem interesting?
Far Cry. Yeah, I played Far Cry's. This is a game that I could get into. All right.
Far Cry 6. I've never played any of the Far Cry's, but Far Cry 6 looks like the game I want to get into. Now
it's good.
It's now I think through Game Pass, the previous ones are going to be available on Game Pass. But let's talk about that Pandora.
Yeah, the Avatar looks good. That's just a cash grab. Honestly,
you don't.
It's just a cash grab to promote the movies. That's all it is, and which is fine. Like,
but it looks like it's going to be a good game.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't think they put as much time and effort into it as you think. They didn't put as much time and effort into that game as they did their damn movies. It's been how long? Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
The game that if that's real game footage, that's gonna be good, bro.
We'll see. You know.
I just hope it's not gonna be another what's the game? I have it here. Where is it? Anyways, I can't think about it right now. But it's just I just hope it's not one of those games.
I think
I left it up in the air. Titanfall. I just hope it. No, not Titanfall. Sorry, it's not the Titanfall. I'm fucking that shit up. But anyways,
take some notes next time. Anyways,
yeah. Well, I have it right here
because we gotta start wrapping things up. So I want to give out some honorable mentions of things that I saw that I thought looked really cool, or that intrigued me
enough
to make me be like, that one's different.
Go ahead.
I mean, so for some people who are into games, the Yakuza game, I've never played it. I know it's a huge franchise, though. It's called Like a Dragon, Yakuza.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to bring that up because it's got to be something mentioned, right?
Those games remind me of Grand Theft Auto for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
No?
No, not really. I know you want to talk about the flight
is it
simulator.
Is it Saint Row?
Maybe Saints Row, maybe.
Yeah,
but there's
Saints
the flight simulator, which you want to talk about.
I was excited about that one.
Forza Horizon looks dope.
5.
Dude, they got some cool mini games, the pinatas and the bowling.
Bro, it takes place 1-to-1 in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. Yep. And the game that really threw my mind with their trailer, though, and I want to know more. 12 minutes.
Okay.
That just I don't get it. Like I get he's in a time loop.
You talking about the replay
yeah,
thing?
The time loop.
Yeah,
he's
the time
loop. But just the way they showed the overview camera in E3, and that's all they showed you was the overview of one room and all the shit that happens, and then starting over. Like I just don't understand what the full concept of the game is yet.
Okay.
That it just intrigued me because I'm like I'm watching these games, and some of them I was playing Apex during some of it, right? And so I'm but that was a game that made me stop and just be like, what the fuck is this about?
It was one of those. It's like I guess it's a crime solver type of shit. It's a puzzle type of game. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just different.
One of the things that we should mention, also honorable mention, should be Sea of Thieves in the new expansion.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play Sea of Thieves?
I have Sea of Thieves. I have played it.
Yeah, like now that they got
whenever
Captain
you're ready
Jack
to get
Sparrow,
on it, we can hop in.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. You know what I downloaded? Grounded.
What's that?
It's the game that you after I downloaded it after I seen the E3 special on it.
The
this
one
year.
where it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
it's a complete ripoff. Fuck, dude. That's completely the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah,
theme.
It is.
And you're gonna call it Grounded?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, bro. Stop
That's crazy.
stealing people's
but
shit.
I like it. I like it. Like, I haven't played it yet, but it looks interesting.
I heard it's kind of cool. I thought it was funny, man, when they were showing the trailer for it. The funniest thing to me is they added that huge, crazy spider. Well, they talked about how, first of all, they added the sit mode because everybody blew up their thing. They want to be able to sit, which made me laugh. But they added this really scary, creepy spider. But there's a child mode in the game that you can turn off the scariness of the spider, so it's just two blobs.
No way. Yeah, they did mention
Did you
that.
not watch the trailer?
Yeah, they did mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just two blobs coming at you. Like, oh, the blobs were even scary. Like, it was hilarious.
It's creative how they did that game and how they did that trailer.
See, now you believe I watched E3, don't you?
Yeah, I do believe
I even know about that.
Yeah.
I did my research, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that game was cool. Jack Sparrow. Like, there's some corny games out there. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we didn't talk about Mario Party. Great fucking game. Even though you only get 4 boards, I still love me some Mario Party, right?
But this time it's online
out there. New Zelda. We never got to that, right?
No, but there was a teaser on New Zelda.
I know.
It looked
I never
very
realized.
interesting.
You know, because of watching this damn trailer, I finally realized Zelda is not the hero.
No,
I know.
Link?
I didn't.
Link.
Correct. Zelda's the princess.
Yeah, duh.
I
Now
didn't
you
know
notice
that.
that? Oh,
No,
damn.
Mario's not called Peaches. It's called Mario.
Bro,
right?
you never played the original NES Zelda?
Dude, nah, I wasn't into those games. I didn't like
But
that.
think about it. Think about it. If they would have named it Link, you would think the game would sell?
I'm not saying that.
But I'm
you
just
could make
saying,
the hero Zelda and the Princess Link. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
You're gonna change the names of the characters. It was just I think they were trying to differentiate themselves from Mario, right?
Yeah.
Because Mario is the hero going after the princess. Zelda,
So it's the same shit. It's Link going after save Zelda.
But they want you to know that Zelda is the main character. Because I think they felt like the Peaches got, side, like she didn't get her love and respect. And they're like, oh, women, of course, it's from, Asia, like women, blah, blah, blah. So like, you know what? Let's put out something that's more politically correct. The woman will be the
Not in
name
the
of the
80s,
game.
bro. Not in the 80s. They didn't think about political correct shit.
You're right.
All they were is like say no to drugs
let
and
a
that's
guy
it.
try to put something out there.
They were like say no to drugs and that's it. There was a war on drugs and Reaganomics.
Because that's because
But
everybody's
again, that's
taking
not has nothing to do with gaming.
All right. Anyway, we got to start wrapping it up. Do you have a F out of here? Because I don't.
Yes, I
was
do.
off week. I was off all week.
FOH.
I gotta cue it up. Give me a second.
Cue it up. Yeah.
Give me a second. Yeah. So is that kind of weak for you?
I just noticed something online and I seen it on. I'll wait for you to cue it.
I was trying to get some of it out of here now, so All right, sorry. I was also trying to fix the logo, get the logo ready.
Oh, okay.
All right. Ready? All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's kick it. The worst intro ever. Oh, by the way, completely over. I see. All right, so this is the last day of a, kind of little vacation I've had. So, I'm feeling pretty good, right? So I fuck it real quick and I'll let you go.
All right, go ahead.
Here's my own fuck out of here.
Okay.
So there's a guy that's trying to do a show, and during the show he's playing trailers, right, of this on the show that he's doing, and he decides he's gonna fuck around and change the background on his Zoom. You know what? The dumb fucker forgot he did it. Fuck out of here to myself, because I completely forgot I was fucking with my background, and I'm still like in Aurora Lights fucking mode, and I'm like, did not notice it until right now. So you know what? Fuck out of here to myself. Go ahead. You're up.
Are you still gonna leave it there though?
Well, I'm not. I can't change it now.
All right. So
I'm too deep in.
My fuck out of here is this. Let's see if this works. You see this real penny, right?
The fuck
on the other side, real penny.
What year?
Right?
I'll tell you if it's real.
Bro, I'm in denial. I need glasses, so I can't see what year it is. 2013. So I'm gonna try to do something right here. Let me try to see if it works. Let me see. It's stuck, right? It's stuck.
Yeah,
it's stuck.
I'm
All right.
trying to show everybody your chest.
No, I'm not trying to show my chest. I'm trying to prove a point here. You see this? Metal stuck on my skin, right? So my fuck out of here is this. I am not vaccinated. So this is not sticking to me because the government has a conspiracy of injecting some metal in you and some magnetic shit. The reason I'm bringing this up because people believe everything they fucking hear or see or read in the internet. The rumor, the shit that's going around. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because there's a big conspiracy out there saying that the vaccination it's a government, obviously a government conspiracy and all that. And then you being vaccinated with some metal materials because the government's trying to track you or something. So people started putting magnets on their skin, and then look, it is true, and it's true. I think it started on TikTok or something like that. So it became a big controversy that that the government shot and this and that. So it gotten so big that one of my employees was like, "Yo, but have you heard about the conspiracy about what the government giving you the shots, and it has metal and it's a tracking system, and they wanted to fuck with everybody and this and that, and that the people put a magnet on and it stays stuck on the shot." And I'm like, "No, I've never heard of that." He goes, "Well, yeah, my mother tried it, and she's panicking and she's freaked out. This and that." Listen,
hold on, real quick. I don't mean to do it. Like I'd say what I remember. This is the employee's first letter of his first name start with a D.
Yes.
That's all I mean now.
Yeah.
Sounded so much.
Okay. I think it was him, but it is. Yeah. So, and I was like, no, shit just sticks to people sometimes and all that. Because, we have moist skins, we sweat and all that shit. So shit just sticks to you. And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I also seen something on TV where this person stood up there in a meeting, in a town hall meeting for a community, and it was making a point. And she was like, "Look at this! What did you guys?" She was trying to blame the government. What you guys did to us? She puts a key, and the key sticks to her. And she goes, "Look, now everything is sticking to me." And then she tries to put something on her neck, and then it keeps falling. And her point is not being proven on her neck, right? So she's like, "The government this and this and that." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like I swear to God, we have, instead of getting smarter, we getting dumber. And this is the reason why shit exists. Yeah, like I don't understand this. I don't understand this shit. So fuck out of here. People shit sticks to people. Because we have skin, we sweat, and it will fucking stick to you. I proved it. Look, I'm not vaccinated, and this shit stuck to me. It's a real penny.
Every time you keep on saying shit sticks to you, I just see a monkey throwing his feces at you, and it's sticking. That's all I can picture.
I don't get it. I don't get people make up shit.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry if you're one of those people who believe that the government stuck you with something. I do not approve this message, nor does Generation Shock. I'm just kidding. We approve that shit. You fucking idiot. Anyway.
So fucking crazy. That was a good one. I like that one.
Anyway, man, it was a good time. Thanks for forcing me to watch E3. I actually enjoyed it. Now I'm going to end up buying fucking Game Pass. Fuck you, Xbox. You got me again. And you know why? Because I got the PC, and you said it. I can play them both. So I'm going to try to get better with the mouse and keyboard. If I can't, I'll just plug my controller into my
don't forget computer. Cloud gaming.
I'll just plug my controller into my computer, and I'll fucking game with better graphics. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Anyway, great times, great shows. I don't know when Goldo's coming back. Still waiting to find out what's up with him. But Goldo, we miss you. We love you.
McNutty.
Nelly.
Well, it's not McNutty.
Whoa. Don't disrespect my boy like that. I'll come straight at you, dog. I'll jump
Nelly,
out
we
these
miss
Aurora
you.
Lights and come up there. I was about to say the same thing. Nelly, we see you on the gram. Okay, go check out our boy Nelly. He can't be on shows yet because he ain't got the hookup, but go check him out on the gram. All right. If you wait till these credits about to come up, it's going to show you all that. But while you're doing that, go ahead and subscribe, like the page, put a comment down below. What was your favorite game from E3? What did you like? What did you think was stupid? Vote with me on Battlefield. Let everybody, let him know that we all agree Battlefield is the wackest shit ever. $70 for that game. It's whack.
I'm paying $100.
We out.
We got the right stuff. We put the hammer right down. Wanna be like us.